and then reset. Oh my god. Okay. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. What's happening? Where have I been? Lord only knows. I have been struggling to get uni done, but it's done now. I wrote my last exam last Wednesday and now I'm free. Now I'm just working my little butt off. So I just wanted to film a quick little video and talk about my project pan. So why I've switched to, instead of buying makeup, now I'm finishing all of my makeup, because it literally just got out of control for a little bit. I must say, I did become a bit of a hoarder and I wasn't using all of these products. Let's get into the video. Alrighty, so first up we have primers. So I have a little version of the CIATE London watermelon primer, the watermelon burst hydrating primer, and then I also just have my E.L.F poreless putty primer. First I go in with the hydrating primer. I actually got this off my sister. She got it from Sephora when she was in Spain. So yeah, so I've already prepped my skin. So I've done my SPF and everything for the day, because I actually did go to the shops and I do like to let my skincare sit for a bit. Yeah, so I can kind of feel that that's like a tiny bit tacky. So we go in with the E.L.F. I just scoop with my finger like that much, these areas. If you ever see me in person and my skin looks super smooth, it's because of this. I'm not gonna lie. Right, so I actually finished my Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer after 2 years of having it. I finally finished it, and you might think to yourself, Angus, doesn't it expire after a year? Yes, but we don't listen to expiration dates yet because makeup is expensive. How you guys feeling about like this kind of video though? If you like it, let me know. So the two that I'm busy now, I actually picked up the COLOURPOP Pretty Fresh Tinted Moisturizer after my Laura Mercier one. This is in the shade 4N. It's a bit light for me, and I'm in my winter shade, so it's going to be very light for me. But I actually mix it with my Chanel Vitalumiere Satin Smoothing Fluid Makeup, and this has SPF in it. There we go. So I take 1 pump of the Chanel, and the only reason I'm using this now is because I don't want it to expire and then I haven't used it. You know, it was expensive. And then I do like a full pump of the COLOURPOP and it comes out like that. You notice how they're like literally two different colors? I'm not going to talk about that. And then I mix them with my finger on my hand and then I just dot it. See, like this looks a lot darker in person and for some reason it just blends out. And then I just blend it in and that's the color that we get. But otherwise, how you guys been doing? I'm sorry I've been so quiet. Exams really did a number on me. I didn't expect it to do that, but it did. I also have picked up like a lot of new makeup recently. When I say like recently, I mean over the last like year. So if you want me to show you what I have picked up, do let me know in the comments down below now. I don't know if you saw in my last video, I did mention the company WILDMINT Cosmetics, and I'm going to do like show you like how I use all of their products in my skincare, because it has been a few months now, so now I really am like getting used to them and like, oh guys, they're so good. I will repurchase some of the things. I've gone through their serum very quickly, which is weird because usually I go through serums very slowly, but yeah, this is what the base is looking like. Now, I'm not a big concealer person. Concealer tends to look very dry on me, but I do use a tiny bit of corrector. So I use the Revolution Conceal and Perfect in Peach, and I just put like literally 2 dots right there. So yeah, so that's gonna last me a really long time, so I like that. But just to be sure, I do take my setting spray, which is the E.L.F Dewy Setting Mist, and I'm literally like, this is coughing out its last bits, I'm not gonna lie. Make sure that's a little bit extra wet so there's a bit of hydration, and then I just... Now this is just for the darkness that is in the corner of my eyes. I don't have a lot of darkness, I obviously know that, but it's just like that tiny inner corner that everyone has. I do sometimes get slightly insecure about it. I just put on some lip balm. I used the fresh peach one. This stuff is very good. I thought this was always going to be overrated, but it's actually really not. This is the Rimmel Stay Matte in 001 Transparent. And I just take this JACLYN and MORPHE, the JH07 brush, and I just swirl it in like that. And I just set that corrector because I don't want it to move or crease. At the same time, I'm not like super against like my makeup creasing, like people that are like, oh, I don't never want my makeup to crease. Makeup always crease. I don't know why, but makeup just creases on me. And what I actually do is after that is I take this Too Faced Peach Perfect powder and I just get a bit of, there's generally like some always in the cap. If not, I'll tilt it into this cap and I'll just think, and then I set it more. So now we're gonna set the rest of the face. So we're going back in with that Rimmel powder and I just swirl this, stamp it on. So next up I go in with my HOOLA LITE. So these are all things that I have in my project pan. So obviously this is what this is looking like. We've got a nice little hole in there. Love that for me. And then I go in with this Morphe M556 brush and I just swirl it in there. Runs to the gods. I do bring this in like quite to the center of my face. And I do go up in the hairline here. Okay, so we're done bronzing. And yeah, I'm very excited that that has a little hole in it. That everyone always talks about HOOLA, the bronzer that never dies. I also have these two palettes, but as you can see, they're not really that well. I mean, the contour shade is very well loved. And then I'm also using this E.L.F palette. I use this like very often. This is the palette that's my go-to palette. So for I use the two blush shades the most, so I just dip between the two and I just load that up on the brush. And I keep it quite high, almost like just above my bronzer, to give me that like sculpted look. I also find with powder products, because I mean setting spray always eats the first layer of powder on your face. Like that's just what it does, like it sets down, that's what it's doing. It's like, so it basically like dissolves. So I always go a bit ham, because like in person this is a lot more like subtle. And then I use the JH09 for highlighter and I just go in here. This highlighter is super weird because as soon as you tap it off you kind of like lose all the, and I do take my finger and just, I kind of just top it off whatever I have in here. So I just bought these. So I have the COLOURPOP, the gloss thing in the tube that looks like proper children's makeup, but it's proper nice. It's really great. And then I have the COLOURPOP Luxe gloss, and then I have this Patrick's Hard gloss. I generally, my favorite one to use is actually the NYX just clear gloss. I think it's the Lip Lingerie lip gloss in clear. Or I use this Patrick Tar blush, and she's expensive. But this is what I have in the bag today, so I'm going to use this. And just going over that lip balm because we want the hydration. And then reset. Oh my god. Okay. Reset with the last remnants of this. I actually got this for free, which is pretty good. When Boots have those 3 for 2 specials, I generally always get a setting spray. We're gonna ignore the fact that there's actually like a broken piece of furniture over there in my room because I did knock it over when moving this desk. So yeah, so we're gonna let that dry, and then just gently tap in because that will get rid of our any splotchy glows that you get from that, because the spray is not great, I'm not gonna lie. That's what we're looking like. We're smooth, we're shiny, we're looking flawless. So we're gonna go in with this St. Luxe Clear Brow Gel. I'm not even gonna attempt to focus this, but I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you did, please give a thumbs up and a like. If you do like any of these products or use any of these products, comment down below and let me know. I will appreciate the engagement, and I'll see you soon. Bye.